Heinrich, our father, had obtained the Wiederhold aus Felsberg family tree in the 1960s, a handwritten document going back to 1460 from Alfred Wiederhold, who compiled many Wiederhold family trees. Later, Gio Wiederhold, a twig of Wiederhold aus Felsberg, a well-known academic at Stanford University, California, USA, having written papers on medical issues and information systems, together with Alfred Wiederhold, have made all this readily available on the Internet. The Wiederhold aus Felsberg branch, originally named Wiederholds, some 8 generations from 1460 for 200 years, during the described period of turmoil, lived in Hessen villages: Felsberg, the largest village, Runde, Gesungen, and Hesse-Ruede, a few kilometers from each other, surrounded by forest and farming lands, having previously survived the Little Ice Age and the Black Death. The story about the Pied Piper of Hamlin on the Weser River, a mere 100 kilometers from Felsberg, a so-called fairy tale, originated as a result of the Black Death at the end of the 13th century. Some Wiederhold aus Felsberg farmed and forested, some owned land, some were in the military. One was a bailiff, another a rent collector, and another a salt tax recorder, and some were educated at Marburg, the first Lutheran university. Basic literacy skills for poor boys in Europe started about 1100 AD under the direction of the Catholic Church, and by the 16th and 18th centuries saw education under religious direction becoming significantly more widespread, aided by volumes of printed material. By 1850, most of Europe, led by Prussia, provided compulsory elementary education under state direction in reading, writing, and arithmetic, partly because politicians believed that it was needed for orderly political behavior. One of those educated at Marburg, Herr Adam Wiederhold, born in Hesse-Ruede, 1657, had 11 children, 10 sons, of which 3 died early on, and 1 daughter. Adam, a lieutenant and estate owner in Alsfeld, is credited to have recorded the first Wiederhold aus Felsberg coat of arms. His son, Johann Cristof Wiederhold, born 1697 in Hesse-Ruede, had 12 children, 4 sons, 4 daughters, and 4 died early on. He was appointed director of the St. Elizabeth Hospital in Kassel and had the Wiederhold aus Felsberg coat of arms engraved in stone at its entrance. The name Wiederhold, although Wieder means repeat and hold means an animal enclosure in English, is actually derived from Widder, a ram, a male goat, and Holder, an ancient word for stately beauty, represented by clover leaves. The word is encountered in poetry and in Wagner's opera, Die Holde Freier, the beautiful maiden friar. There is a myth that our line of Wiederhold aus Felsberg were Raubritters, robber barons, thieves on horseback, who raided their way across Germanic lands to Prussia. At this time, the living conditions such as religious conflicts, restraints on marriage, and only one son could inherit land as distinct from the nobility's approach. So what happened to the rest of the children? They would enter the ministry, the military, or become labourers or servants. There were French incursions, while some German states declared war on France, and continual marauding and unpredictable crop yields resulted in substantial emigration to places that offered incentives. Prussia offered men with 5 years military service land of their choice for free and settle with their families. Austria recruited families with advantageous terms for Hungary and Galicia, and Russia because of a depleted population, and the Americans, North and South, were also recruiting. From 1776, German states, including Hessen, who supported the British via royal bloodlines, sent 3,000 troops to fight in the American War of Independence. Many more Germanic soldiers volunteered to fight on the American Revolutionary side together with the French. One of the sons of Johann Cristof was Johann Konrad, born 1741 in Kassel, and made a career in the military, retiring in 1776, aged 35. He died in 1805. He married Katharina Pistel, and they had one daughter and one son. Thomas Wilhelm, born 1771 in Kassel, who completed theological studies at Marburg University in 1792 and became a Protestant preacher, married Charlotte Margareta Merkel in 1795 and moved to Memmel, East Prussia, in 1800. Thus, a branch of the Wiederhold aus Felsberg established themselves in Prussian lands. Either because of the aforementioned Prussian offer to military servicemen that his father might have utilized, or for evangelical reasons, but not as robberies.